أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر صلوات محمد على محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh wal maghfirah. This morning's program will be as follows. We will call upon Muhammad Qaim to do the open recital of tilawat of Quran for us, and then we will have Buta Karim come into a poem for us. Please note, when Buta Karim is going to do the poem, after every paragraph we're going to recite the top 4 lines here on top. After every paragraph we're going to recite the 4 lines here on top only once and in a low tone voice, and then with the last paragraph we're going to recite the bottom parts here, the bottom 4 lines thrice. Then also after that we're going to have Sheikh to come and open the Majlis for us, and then Buta Farid will do the martyrdom inshallah thereafter. Muhammad Qaim, bismillah. Just hold on. Salawat Muhammad.
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا أقسم بهذا البلد وأنت حل بهذا البلد ووالد وما ولد لقد خلقنا الإنسان في كبد أيحسب أن لن يقدر عليه أحد يقول أهلكت مالا لبدا أيحسب أن لم يره أحد ألم نجعل له عينين ولسانا وشفتين وهديناه النجدين فلقتحم العقبة وما أدراك ما العقبة فك ركبة أو إطعام في يوم ذي مسخبة يتيما ذا مقربة أو مسكينا ذا متربة ثم كان من الذين آمنوا وتواصوا بالصبر وتواصوا بالمرحمة أولئك أصحاب الميمنة والذين كفروا بآياتنا هم أصحاب المشأمة عليهم نار مؤصدة صدق الله العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The following poem that I've prepared here is in honor of our Lady Zainab, Salamun alayha. Zainab am I, shattered but alive. This tragic day of my life, I failed to believe what the eyes reveal to see, yet I perceive what is in front of me. There's no Hussein to lead us on. only his grave to weep upon. Mawla Hussein, please hear our cries. We chant your name with teary eyes. I stand alone with broken heart upon a scene of crimson blood. My family, friends and my Imam slain before my weeping eyes. There's no Hussein to lead us on, only Hussein to weep upon. Mawla Hussein, please hear our cries. We chant your name with teary eyes. The children's fears I must console, crying, wailing, uncontrolled. I have no strength but must be strong. There is no time for me to mourn. There's no Hussein to lead us on, only his grave to weep upon. Mawla Hussein, please hear our cries. We chant your name with teary. Proud they stood in face of death as arrows pierced each martyr's chest. With matchless pride they passed the test and turned this land to holiness. There's no Hussein to lead us on, only his grave to weep upon. Mawla Hussein, please hear our cries. We chant your name with a tear. Where is your shame, unconscious minds? You killed the last of holy five. My heart will grieve years to come, though I be dead, my soul lives on. There's no Hussein to lead us on, only his grave to weep upon. Mawla Hussein, please hear our cries. We chant your name with a teary eye. They took away your sacred head upon a spear to far off lands, paraded through streets and towns to satisfy the devil's child. There's no Hussein to lead us on, only his grave to weep upon. Mawla Hussein, please hear our cries. We chant your name with a tear. Hear these words, O sky above. Thousands of years from now may pass. This day will stay, will not decay. A sanctuary for pilgrimage. There's no Hussein to lead us on, only his grave to weep upon. Mawla Hussein, please hear our cries. We chant your name with a teary. Each year this day will be revived with memories of your sad demise. Our sorrow, pain, tears and cries will stand as trial the test of time. There's no Hussein to lead us on, only his grave to weep upon. Mawla Hussein, please hear our cries. We chant your name with a tear. From every corner of the globe, tenfold millions come in droves. Sing praise and glorify this day. In baptism with Al-Hussein, there's still Hussein to lead us on his holy grave, a martyr's crown. Mawla Hussein, you heard our cries, we praise and hail your name with pride. There's still Hussein to lead us on his holy grave, a martyr's crown. Mawla Hussein, you heard our cries, we praise and hail your name with pride. There's still Hussein to lead us on his holy grave, a martyr's crown. Mawla Hussein, you heard our cries, we praise and praise your name with pride. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Before we start with the Majlis, just like to give a word of shukr to all of you who have participated in these 10 nights. I'd like to say shukr to the cooks, Buta Rashad, our own homegrown Gordon Ramsay, all the others, Buta Farid, Auntie Bahia, all of you who have participated and have contributed, the drivers, those who have cleaned, those who have prepared, those who have contributed, the speakers, all of you, shukr jazilan, and we know that you did it for the love of Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi, and may Allah inshallah give you the reward for that inshallah. All those who also have done the speeches, the nasheeds, the matams, Buta Farid especially, and Buta Karim, all of you as well. If there is a name that I perhaps have missed, please forgive me. It's not the age, it is just in the moment, but shukr to all of you inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Nahmaduhu wa nasta'inu wa nastaghfiru wa nastahdi wa natawakkalu alayhi wa nusalli wa nusallim ala Abdil Mustafa At-Tuhru Tahir Al-Alam Al-Zahir Al-Mansur Al-Mu'ayyad Abil Qasim Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ala ahli baytihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin alladhina adhhaba anhum ridsa wa tahharahum tathira. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma bihim natawalla wa min a'da'ihim natabarra'u ila Allah. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah wa ala al-arwah allati hallat bifina'ik alayka minna salamullahi abada ma baqit wa baqiya al-layla wa an-nahar wa la ja'ala Allah akhir al-ahda minna li ziyaratikum. Assalamu ala al-Hussein wa ala Ali ibn al-Hussein wa ala awlad al-Hussein wa ala ashab al-Hussein. Assalamu ala wa ala Ali ibn al-Hussein wa ala awlad al-Hussein wa ala ashab al-Hussein. We'd like to convey our sincere condolences to Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, to Imam Hujjat Qaim Ali Muhammad al-Mahdi, to the Maraja al-Idam, especially Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Sistani and Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei. May Allah bless them and keep them for many more years. And all the Maraja al-Idam, because we express our sincere condolences by the sad occasion on a day like this, which is the 10th of Muharram, one of those months in which it was haram to kill. It was forbidden in the Arab culture and subsequently as well in Islam that no killing should happen. And yet the Holy Prophet's grandson was brutally killed with his family in the month which is haram any killing, the month of Muharram. What do we say to Hazrat Zahra salamullah alayha, the mother of Imam Hussein, when they've killed her son in the manner in which they did? Our sincere condolences to Hazrat Zahra salamullah alayha. How do you console a mother or a father who had to witness how that child is killed in front of them? We cannot but to speak about Imam Hussein and his message. We've said that the message of Imam Hussein, the killing of Imam Hussein, is not a madhabi issue, is not a sectarian issue, it's not a denomination issue, it is not a issue that it is a Shia issue. It is Hussein, as we've said. Hussein was Quranun Natiq, was the living Quran. And by killing anyone in the way they did was haram, let alone even in the month of Muharram. Imam Hussein's message runs eternally. And as he says, that the reason why he stood up, the reason why he had to revolt, is because جعلوا Ma'alullah dawlan, they have made Bani Umayyah, Muawiyah and Yazid, they use the public purse, they use the public property, and they've made it a dynasty which was against what Rasulullah fought for. Ja'alu, they made Ma'alullah, the possessions of Allah, the resources of Allah, dawlan, they made it, they've privatized it. And then wa ibadullah, and they made the servants of Allah Azza wa Jalla Sha'na, those mu'mineen, those believers. If you do not go and side with those people who claim to be the governors, the government at the time, if you do not side with them, they have made the ibadullah khawlan, made them slaves. And then Imam says wasalihin harban, those people who call for righteousness, those people who call for amr bil ma'ruf wa nahy anil munkar, they become with those people, they wage war against people who speak about haqq, who speak about truth, who speak about justice, who speak about you should help the oppressors, you should help the oppressed. They made those people harb, they wage war against them. And it is so reminiscent, it is so relevant in today's age. When you speak about haqq, when you speak about being honest, being truthful, being loyal, being a person of integrity, they make fun out of you. And here Imam says they have wasalihin harban. And not only that, what did they do? Wal fasiqeen hizban, those people who cause mischief, those people who cause corruption, no, those people were honored. Those people they sided with. Those people were given positions in government, positions of power. The fasiqeen, those corrupt people, those people who are immoral, those people who just take from the public purse, as we have it even in our day-to-day lives currently here, those people were honored. Those people were elevated. The more you steal, the more honored you are. Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi was against that. Therefore, Amirul Mu'mineen salamullah alayhi was not a leader who was interested, as we say it in Afrikaans, Moenie kampies bou nie. Don't create groups and build groups, one fighting another one. No. Stand up for justice. If there is no justice, social justice, if there is no justice, it doesn't matter if you have so many NPOs and charity work, etc. If there is no justice, then we should do everything to our ability to rectify the situation. Because as we said last night, one of the teachings, one of the ways which Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi is what? To teach us, to remind us farida, that we should do our farida, we should do our responsibility, we should act upon our duty in society. Does it make sense? When an old man walking in the street, when he's been attacked, a girl is been attacked in the street, and you are passing by and you turn the cheek and you do nothing, that's not Islam. Kunili madhlumin, be for those who are oppressed, aunan, help those who are being oppressed. Everywhere, in every situation, you have a responsibility, a duty. Hal min nasir yansuruni? Isn't there a helper to help me? We weren't there during the time of Karbala, during the time of Ashura, but we can help our brothers here in our day-to-day lives. When you see oppression anywhere, you go and you defend because you listen to your Imam. You obey your Imam. Not what they are teaching us, that you should turn the cheek and be silent. Not like Zuhair bin Kain, who wanted to be neutral. He didn't want to take sides. We have said that. You're not taking a side, either haq or batil. You're not if you don't take a side, if you don't take the side of haq, you're already in trouble. And those ones who are neutral, they are also with those who help the oppressors. You cannot be neutral. As Sayyid said, it is true those who don't take a side, those who are neutral, that they didn't take a side. But their particular stance, khadalul haq, they betrayed haq by being neutral. So we are not of those either. This is the school of Quran. Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi was schooled in Madrasatun Qur'aniya, in Madrasatul Rasul, in the Madrasa of Rasul. He himself had to be the flag bearer of Quran, which he was. And there is no equal for the battle of Ashura, neither before it or ever after it. It remains unique. Of all battles that ever happened, Imam Hussein stands up, stands out. And therefore, we will forever be against oppression, against injustice, because Allah is adil, isn't it? Allah is just, and that is one of the sifat of that. We were created from that same cloth, if we can say so, of justice. And if there is no justice, then we have the corruption, the crime we have, the imbalances in society we have. You cannot be indifferent. You cannot be oblivious. You cannot turn the cheek and ignore. You cannot when it comes to justice. When somebody insults somebody else, somebody hurls in your presence, you and that person is weak. That person is in a position that he forgot how to respond. You, as your duty, as Imam Hussein says, he wants to remind you of your fara'id, of your responsibilities. وَكُونَ لِلْمَذْلُمِينَ عَوْنًا, and be a helper to those who are being oppressed if it happens in your presence. وَلِلظَّالِمِينَ, and be khasm, stern. You fight an oppressor, whether it is even in your workplace, where the boss wants to behave and is a mega and egomaniac. No. Don't fear even boss. Don't fear anyone in positions. They are there to serve. They are there to serve. You only fear Allah Azza wa Jalla Sha'ana. And that's our duty. Those in positions of power, no, they should serve. They serve humanity. Izaz, don't laugh at me. So we are saying this, that we say it seriously, when it comes to teachings of Islam, when it comes to principles of Islam, we do not negotiate. We do not entertain. Don't fear anyone who intimidates you. Don't fear anyone who wants to make you feel small, even if he is in a position of power. Talk to that person and show your opposition. Don't fear, because Allah is the one who gives rizq. Allah is the one who gives rizq. And may we all become that Husseini, insha'Allah. May that Husseini spirit be in our consciousness, in our thinking, in our minds, in how we deal with people. May it be firstly with love and compassion, firstly with excuses. Look for excuse to look for the good in others. Search for the good in others. Praise other people. Smile with other people. Be compassionate and loving with each other. But when it comes to oppression, comes to manipulation, when it comes the issue of you can feel that this person is arrogant, is conceited, if possible, first ignore. First ignore, if possible. You can talk a lot. Ignore. But if the arrogance persists, kunuli dhalimin, be towards the dhalimin, the oppressor, khasm. Don't show mercy. Revolt. Don't allow anyone to control you. You are free in this world. Anyone to control you. You are free in this world. And that is the message. Those people in power always want people over whom they have power. They always want them to be silent, to be quiet, isn't it? To not say something, to not revolt. They always want that. No, we are not of those. That's not our teachings. That's not our belief. Our belief is Quran. Our teacher is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our example we follow is Hazrat Amir al-Mu'mineen. When Rasulullah said something, Amir al-Mu'mineen obeyed and followed. Not once he went, A'udhu Billah, he's purified. Never ever it occurred to him that he should add to what Rasulullah said, or he should have another opinion, a remark, another contribution. No. Message of Rasulullah was Risala. Message of Amir al-Mu'mineen was, yes, ila anna, there's no Nabi after the Holy Prophet, and there is no dispute there. We believe that. But Risala, message of Allah, Hidayat from Allah, continue in the form of Imamat. So the message of Amir al-Mu'mineen was as well Risala, because Imamat is in Risala. It is not something separate. Imam Hussein, Imam Hassan was Risali. Their message was Risali. Their message was exactly the same depending on the situations and the time. There's slight adjustments here and there, but it was Risala. And it was, or the other word we can use here as well, Islam. So may we leave today with ibad, obey Allah and obey the Rasul. And let us obey Holy Prophet, Holy Quran only. Anyone who introduce something, even what's happening there in our schools, for example, where they introduce these facade things, Just to give you an idea, how is it possible that you're now supposed to accept and have unisex toilets, for example? How does a girl feel when there is supposedly a boy in the same toilet with a girl and you're now supposed to accept that? They want to make out of men weak, make men females, and once you don't have the protection the men provide, what's going to happen to that society? Western values always change. Before, when they came to our lands, they saw our people and our culture half naked and they called us savages. Who's Europeans today? More naked than anything else? We don't call them savages. The values constantly change. First and foremost, it was freedom of expression, freedom of movement. Now, when it goes against them, they've taken away freedom of expression. You can't even say something against these ABCs, LB, I don't know what they call themselves. That's freedom of expression. Don't accept this stuff in schools even. They even threaten the teachers. If the teacher is not going to teach what they call that particular education, that's not education, that's facade, that's corruption. You're supposed to accept it? No! Khasm. Reject it. Don't be afraid. The values kept on changing and we're supposed to accept. We will never. We've had this discussion before and I always said, when was it, in my ignorance back then, I wonder why is the story of Nabi Lut mentioned in Quran? It's so unnecessary. I never verbalized it. It was just a thought. This was many years ago. Today I understand why Allah included the story of Nabi Lut Salamullah alayhi with all of this, because it will end in the destruction of humanity. And as we said, we speak here the truth, we speak here the haqq. That's our farida, that's our duty. And even like every Nabi, Anbiya, A'imma Salamullah alayhim, even if you're one, speak the truth, rather be with haqq than with batil. So we are against this completely. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Let us go to the maqtal of Hazrat Abdullah al-Hussein. Imam Hussein had a dream and Rasulullah appeared in his dream, and Rasulullah said to him, Ya Hussein, O my Hussein, fil Jannah darajat, in Jannah there are several stages. Lan tanalaha illa bishahada. You will not reach that particular stage in Jannah, that elevated position, elevated stage in Jannah, illa bishahada, except by shahada. So here Rasulullah came to his grandson Imam Hussein and conveyed this message that Rasulullah, I, your grandfather, would love to see you shaheedan. He would love to see his grandson shaheed. This is the best family that ever walked this planet. And this is the best shaheed that ever was in history of humanity. where Imam Hussein as Ahlul Bayt has no equal. The killing of Imam Hussein has no equal. What do we say about Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi, who took John, a black slave, and he took John on his lap, and Imam Hussein cried for the killing, spears in his body. What do we say about that? He loved his followers. Or Qasim, his nephew, the son of Imam Hassan salamullah alayhi, when Qasim came and asked if he can go and fight, so Imam knew, and Imam itemized who's going to be Shaheed, tomorrow on the day of Ashura. This happened the night before. As if Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi wanted to know the thinking of Qasim, who was approximately didn't even reach the age of the age of taklif yet, the age of puberty yet. He wanted to know Qasim. Imam knew, but just wanted to see the response of Qasim. So Imam asked Qasim salamullah alayhi, how do you see death? How do you see death? Qasim immediately, without even a pause, smiled. Ahla min asal. It's sweeter than honey. Where do you get this family in history? Where do you get? Imam allowed them the night before Ashura. Imam told them that all those lamps, etc., they can extinguish it, the fire on those lamps. And then if they want to go, they can go, all of them. As Imam says, فَإِنَّهُ يَطْلُبُونَ غَيْرَ. They don't want you. They don't want you. They only want me. So you are all free to go. But they never left the side of Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi. What do we say about Ali Asghar salamullah alayhi? Imam held his baby, 6 months old. If you have issues against me, then no problem. No problem. The heat of the desert, the thirst, they were hungry. And the camp, they were starting attacking. Imam Hussein said, maybe they would have mercy on a child, because what's the sin of a child? 6 months old baby. Imam held Ali Asghar in the air like this and showed them, this is a child, a baby, at least there's the river. Give him at least a few drops of water. And the answer was an arrow in the neck of Ali Asghar. At that moment, Imam didn't see it. But when the blood started to drip on his face, he was addressing them and held the baby like that. When the blood started, Imam saw that Ali Asghar is not moving anymore. On the day of Ashura, the day of this, and we're supposed to be silent. They don't speak about Ashura. Ali Akbar, salamullah alayhi, his own son, wanted to go. They say he was in between 18 to 25 according to some riwayat. Approximately that was his age. He resembled Rasulullah in his, whenever they wanted to look at Rasulullah, Imam Hussein salamullah alayhi remembered Holy Prophet. Remembered Holy Prophet. So whenever he wanted to look and remind him of his grandfather, Imam Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he looked at Ali Akbar. He walked like the Holy Prophet. He talked like the Holy Prophet. He laughed like the Holy Prophet. And here Ali Akbar saw that they are attacking his father. And they killed him. Imam Hussein went to the battle.
and helped his son. So he said to his father while lying there, full of spears in his body, Ya Abati, oh my father, Salam, Rasulullah sending you, so I see my grandfather. What do we have to, what can I say about this whole event? You read the history, you cannot except cry. Every page you read, you cry. On the night of Ashura, Hazrat Zainab Salamullah alayha, and this was reported by Imam Sajjad Salamullah alayhi, and his tent was next to the tent of his father Imam Hussein. And Hazrat Sajjad, Imam Zainul Abidin, said he heard that his father says, Ya Dahri Uffin Lak, oh time, oh this dunya, Uffin Lak, it's like you can go, I'm done with you. So that in Arabic was an expression, one of the ways to express that you are announcing your death is about to come. Hazrat Zainab heard this, the sister of Imam Zainul Abidin, the sister of Imam Hussein. Hazrat Zainab ran to the tent of her brother. She said, oh my brother, are you not just announcing that you're going to die? She says, when my father was alive, at least I knew that you and Hassan was there. The two of you are there. At least I know that we are safe. When they killed Hassan, I at least knew that you, Hussein, you are there. But now you are also announcing that you are going to die. Who am I going to have? Assalamu alaikum ya Abu Abdullah. On the day of Ashura, they killed the grandson of the Holy Prophet. They cut off his neck. They cut his finger because of a ring. Cavalry ran over his body. 30. Hazrat Zainab ran to her brother. Hazrat Zainab looked at this body, no head. Anta akhi, are you my brother? I know. What do we say about the event of Ashura after that even? Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah wa ala al-arwah allati hallat bifinaik. Alayka minna salamullahi abada ma baqid wa baqiya layla wa nahar. ولا جعل الله آخر الأهد منا لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين
Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Sunna, yukhituna, al-min nazin yansurna, al-min mukhisin yukhituna. Is there any helper to help us? Is there any rescuer to rescue us? Is there any helper to help us? Is there any rescuer to rescue us? On the bed of Karbala stood my Imam all alone. On the bed of Karbala stood my Imam all alone. The deed of Muhammad in jeopardy, yet it destroyed all Muhammad stood for. The deed of Muhammad in jeopardy, yet it destroyed all Muhammad stood for. Al-min nazin yansurna, al-min mukhisin yukhituna. Is there any helper to help us? Is there any rescuer to rescue us? Is there any helper to help us? Is there any rescuer to rescue us? His call is for all Muslims everywhere. Respond and rise like Husseini Ummah. His call is for all Muslims everywhere. Respond and rise like Husseini Ummah. Don't let the likes of your change and your value. Give all you have and achieve salvation. Don't let the wealth of the place your value. Give all you have and achieve salvation. Al-min nazin yansurna, al-min yukhituna, al-min nazin yansurna, al-min mukhisin yukhituna. Is there any helper to help us? Is there any rescuer to rescue us? Is there any helper to help us? Is there any rescuer to rescue us? I want to live and die so faithful. He loves to light the way for others. I want to live and die so faithful. He loves to light the way for others. Give your life away like Husseini in defending the deen of Islam. Give your life away like Husseini in defending the deen of Islam. Al-min nazin yansurna, al-min mukhisin yukhituna. Al-min nazin yansurna, al-min mukhisin yukhituna. Is there any helper to help us? Is there any rescuer to rescue us? Is there any helper to help us? Is there any rescuer to rescue us? Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein John, Al-Shahid Karbala, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Al-Shahid Karbala, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Al-Shahid Karbala, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Al-Shahid Karbala, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein John, Al-Shahid Karbala, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Al-Shahid Karbala, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Al-Shahid Karbala, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein John, Al-Shahid Karbala, Ya Hussein John, Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein. Every blessed day is Ashura, every blessed place is Karbala, Labbaik Ya Hussein. Every blessed day is Ashura, every blessed place is Karbala, Labbaik Ya Hussein. Example was the must be, the prophets was died by the way. Hussein wa alamin, Hussein is from me and I from him. Labbaik Ya Hussein. Every blessed day is Ashura, every little place is Karbala, Labbaik Ya Hussein. Every blessed day is Ashura, every little place is Karbala, Labbaik Ya Hussein. To love my king is all that I ask. Prophets will accept a simple task. Them hungry and thirsty for days. Hussein's negatory in the sunlit light. Labbaik Ya Hussein. Every blessed day is Ashura, every little place is Karbala, Labbaik Ya Hussein. Every blessed day is Ashura, every little place is Karbala, Labbaik Ya Hussein. Amma bimaghlub wa sawain, Amin Muqaddar Isai. For us pay the price for their lives, slain in front of their children and wives. Labbaik Ya Hussein. Every blessed day is Ashura, every little place is Karbala, Labbaik Ya Hussein. Every blessed day is Ashura, every little place is Karbala, Labbaik Ya Hussein. Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein. Hey Sakinah, open up Hussein. Hey Sakinah, hey Sakinah, hey Sakinah, open up Hussein. Hey Sakinah. At the 10 days of war, what suffering you had, the orphan of Hussein. Hey Sakinah. At the 10 days of war, what sufferings you had, the orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina, ay Sakina, ay Sakina, orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina, ay Sakina, ay Sakina, orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina. Your tail was set alight, your earrings were pulled, your loved ones were killed. Ay Sakina. Your tail was set alight, your earrings were pulled, your loved ones were killed. Ay Sakina, ay Sakina, ay Sakina, orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina, ay Sakina, ay Sakina, orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina. Your Tahzan Abbas was killed by Furad, your curse was never quenched. Ay Sakina. Your Tahzan Abbas was killed by Furad, your curse was never quenched. Ay Sakina, ay Sakina, ay Sakina, orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina, ay Sakina, ay Sakina, orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina. We pray to Allah to give us courage to fight for Islam. Ay Sakina. We pray to Allah to give us courage to fight for Islam. Ay Sakina, ay Sakina, ay Sakina, orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina, ay Sakina, ay Sakina, orphan of Hussein. Ay Sakina. Ya Hussein, 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 Shafiek in Karbala. Hussein, 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 Mazlum in Karbala. Hussein, 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 Habib in Karbala. Hussein, 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 the Savior of humanity. Hussein, 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 his sacrifice is family. Hussein, 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 his family was Hussein, 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 he was killed in Karbala. Hussein, 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 his blood against tyranny. Hussein, 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 the Savior of Islam. Hussein, 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 Shafiek in Karbala. Hussein, 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 Mazlum in Karbala. Hussein, 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 Habib in Karbala. Hussein, 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 Ya 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 Hussein.
Karbala, Sheikh, Karbala,